What happened with you and Mcnugget? I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it a few times, and like it wasn't a huge deal, but like he like betrayed me or whatever. He like wronged me kind of.
What'd he do?
But what's weird about it is that he kind of chose to just ghost everything. So like that's what made all this like mystery around it, where everyone's like, what happened? Like, where is he? Why did he ghost everything? But I can tell you just like the summary version, like on my channel, if you go to the live stream where it has McNugget's face, I talk about it in more detail. You can watch that video. But the summarized version is basically, I used to live with McNug in the Bay, and we would both live there, go to Braille with a couple other housemates too. It was like a 4-bedroom place. Then eventually I wanted to move to LA, and I kind of said to him, all right, I'm going to move out, but I still had my name on the lease, and I still had some time on the lease. And then I said, I'm going to move out. Do you want me to get you a new roommate? He's like, no, I can get the roommate. I'll take over. I'll pay the rent, whatever. Cool. Like, we're colleagues. We're homies. I didn't think too much of it. You know, it's like, yeah, the lease is in my name, but whatever. It's not that serious. Like, he's going to pay the rent. You would think, right? You would hope.
No.
Then eventually he stops paying. Well, eventually what happened is he tried to get his friends in. They were in, but then they weren't paying, and then they left, and then he was stuck with the full rent. And then instead of saying, hey, I'm in trouble, I need to pay the rent, he just stopped paying the rent. Terrible decision. Number one, terrible decision.
How many more months did he have?
Rent, doesn't pay the rent for a few months. Then I get a thing in the mail from a debt collector that says, hey, Ricky, you owe $11,000. Like, you gotta pay it now. Otherwise, we're going to hit your credit score, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know $11,000. What are you talking about? Then we see, it's the rent company. It's from the rent. Hey, Chris, did you pay the rent? Oh, yeah, I sorted it all out. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You just stopped paying.
Oh, that's cool.
And then whatever, like, it ended up, I paid the money, and eventually like Chris paid it back. So like after a long time, like he paid it back. But the reason that I didn't say anything while that was going on is because I was trying to get my fucking money back. I'm not going to say, Chris didn't pay the rent. Well, then why is he going to pay me back if I'm just talking shit, discrediting him? I wanted to incentivize him to pay me back. So he paid me back.
It's like a smart.
Then I said, thanks. Cool. Well, I was keeping it in my back pocket. If he was not going to pay, I was going to make the slanderous video.
That's funny as hell.
But then I was like, okay, he paid me back. Like, I just casually talk about it like this and say like, yeah, this is what happened. No hard feelings. Like, I would have kind of liked an apology, but you did pay me. Like, he never really said, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. He kind of just paid and was like, oh, whatever, you know, and I haven't really talked to him since then. But I thought it was weak that he just ghosted all his followers and fans and Braille fans, and like made Braille look kind of bad too, because he just disappears out of nowhere, no explanation, no one says anything.
And you think it's because fully that?
Yeah. Well, it's like he wasn't even fired. It was just like he just left and just never came back, basically.